Housing providers across New York State, many of you are celebrating the end of the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, ERAP. Not so fast, because it's far from over. It is far from over. I'm Matthew Lyman, the host of the Landlord Advocates. Welcome. We're going to go over some numbers provided by the state of New York. And then we're going to look at options that the state of New York has as it pertains to completely ending the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. All of the numbers that we're going to share with you now are as of January 19th, 2023. As of that date, there were 402,765,000 applications into the ERAP program. Out of that, 220,579 were paid, leaving 182,186 applications out there. Now, inside that number, there's two more numbers we want to look at. One is 8,736. That is how many applications were pending landlords to submit their documentation to get paid. We say were because they had 180 days to do that and they did not. The other number involved in that is 26,069. That is how many applications are still waiting in that 180-day time frame for landlords to submit their documentation. Those two numbers together is 34,805. That leaves 147,381 applications just out there somewhere. Looking to be approved, looking to be pending, sitting somewhere in the filing cabinet, collecting dust, while the tenants continue to remain on the property and not pay the rent and cannot be evicted. Now, when you look at those two numbers that add up to the 34,805, the state of New York has valued those applications at $435 million. $435 million. When you take that 34,805 and you multiply it by 4, it's still a few thousand shy on the 147,381 applications that are just out there. When you do that, mathematically, it comes out to over $1.75 billion that will be needed to pay off that over 147,000 applications just sitting out there. We all know that the state of New York does not have anywhere near that amount of money to pay those applications. And the state knows it as well. Well, here's the options that they have left to them to decide what it is they're going to do. Option 1. Are they going to infuse more money into ERAP to help pay off some of that $1.75 billion plus dollars that would take to close and satisfy all those 147,000 plus applications? And the danger to that is if the state or the federal government puts any more money into it, it reopens the ERAP portal online for those tenants to continue to apply. At the end of this video, we did a production on that particular topic of reopening ERAP, of which you can click on at the end of this video to see what it is that we're explaining about reopening up that ERAP, that Pandora's box. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is that they can turn around and continue this charade of we're going to provisionally approve, we're pending, we're reviewing. How many months is that going to go on for? Another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months? That's option number 2. Option 3 is to go out and be honest and say, we don't have enough money to pay these applications, so we're going to just deny everyone the 147,000 plus. Sorry, we have no more money. We can't pay. Sorry. The state of New York is not going to do that. We already know that, people. They've been screaming about eviction tsunami since March of 2020, which has never, ever happened. But could if the state says to all of those pending applications, sorry, denied, not going to pay. So what will the state do? What formula are they going to use to deny these applications? Are they going to do it by zip code and say, you can have 10 a day, you can have 300 a day, you can have 500 a day, you can have 75 a day, denied? Are they going to do it by a certain number every day? 1,000 applications across New York State are denied. If they do that, that can be another 5, 6, 7 months before they exhaust all of the applications that are not going to get paid. So what is it that the state of New York is going to do with all of these applications that we all know are not funded and will not be funded, and will be able to stay in these apartments and not pay the damn rent and not be able to be evicted? What will the state do? Well, state of New York government leaders who are supporters of ERAT and this big charade you've been putting on for a long time, we demand answers from you. What is it that you are going to do? Let us know. We want to know now. And fellow housing providers, we ask that you share this with your government leaders from the local level all the way up to the federal government. Expose this charade that has been going on for far too long. Ask them, what is it that you're going to do? We want to know. We want to know. The landlord advocates want to know. And we're going to be sending this video as well to print media and television media to have them ask the government as well, what is it that you're going to do? Landlords, you have your assignment. We ask that you share this video all across social media and end this damn BS here and now. Landlords, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, the notification bell, leave comments below, and of course, like I said, share this with others who need to hear this, who need to learn from this, who need to take initiative to end this. Make it happen.